Yo, what is up, guys? This is Astranox, man. We have Roana. She is so powerful, man. Earth, Soul Weaver, Pieces, Star Sign. She has the same stats as Ruel of Light, by the way, guys. Her defense is super high. Her health is on the lower side, but still together is gonna be gonna make up for some really good, effective health. Right now, by the way, guys, I'm running a terrible connection. I'm running a 4G connection, which is shared with like so many people in this condo. I'm in Malaysia right now with my girlfriend, and man, it is super slow. We are in lockdowns called movement control order here, the MCO, and man, the connection is super slow. In 1 week I'm gonna have a fiber connection, so bear with me, guys. This video is like super small compared to my usual videos, like 10 times smaller, and it's taking like an hour to send this thing. It's taking an hour. It's getting disconnected left and right, and I have like yesterday I was updating my Epic 7 game, 620 megabyte on 3 phones, and man, so slow. I'm losing my mind, but still. Okay, Roana. She will definitely shake things up in the meta. So many counterattacks are happening in the meta. Seaside Bellona with her passive, her skill 2, so annoying. Man, will Roana really counter all this stuff? Well, it looks like very promising from what I'm seeing from her skill set and the amount of healing that she's actually able to do. So her self-memory imprint is 18% health increase, and the team memory imprint is top and bottom position, 12.9% health. That's pretty good, but as a free-to-play player, of course, it's gonna take probably like multiple years to reach this thing. So yeah, unless you're gonna use your unknown slate on her. Yeah. Okay, so skill number 2, Vigil and I is so powerful. Recovers health of all allies when an ally is attacked by an extra attack, counter attack, or dual attack. Increases the combat units of all allies by 5% each per attacked allies. The more allies that get attacked, the more healing and the more combat units you will be receiving for the whole team. So that's very cool. The amount recovered is proportional to the caster's max health and the number of attacked allies. Got 55% healing increase from the skill enhancement. That is completely nuts. So yeah, you definitely want to work on skilling her up. So it's going to be something like, usually it's like 39 Molagoras to actually skill up 5-star heroes. So be sure to have that on hand. I mean, you might not want to actually skill up all her skills. Skill 1, I think the last one is like damage increase. You don't actually enhance that unless you're trying to min-max. So that's skill number 2, the passive, right? Triggering from Seaside Bellona's skill 2. Counterattack, okay? And you see Vigil and I got triggered 4 times. It did increase the amount of healing. I'm not quite sure if it's increasing the amount of healing, like let's say it's doubling up kind of deal. Like, is it 4 times as strong as if only one ally was getting attacked? That's my question to you guys. If you know the answer, let us know in the comment section, but I think it does need some testing. This is definitely going to be very powerful against Seaside Bellona. If you have unhealable on your team or on a few heroes, of course that's going to be unfortunate, but you need to take care of that. You need the immunity set. You need to either have that, cleanse your team, apply debuff immunity, have high effect resistance, which is not something you usually want on all your heroes. But of course, to counter the effectiveness on Seaside Bellona, you don't actually need that much effect resistance, but it's much harder to actually stack effect resistance versus effectiveness. So keep that in mind. So anyways, like having a hero that just straight up cleanse your team is definitely going to be very useful for this. But yeah, you see the amount of healing here is actually quite high. We got almost 4k, 4.5k, over 5k. So that's very good. I mean, the amount of healing might be just because that was the amount of health that they were missing. This might be it. So they are actually getting 20% combat units increase because it's 5% per ally getting attacked. LENA, in this case, she didn't lose any health, so she wasn't getting healed. But yeah, okay, so let's move on here to her skill 3 with the Grace of Rico. Recovers the health of all allies and grants revive for 2 turns. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max health once again, so it's important to increase her health as much as possible. So definitely work on that. And like I said, the passive, she doesn't need to get a turn for it to activate, so you don't need to actually have her be ultra fast. The thing is, you kind of want her to go so she can actually apply this revive on the team before it might be like too late, right? Because this is not going to revive your hero. This will apply a buff called revive, which means like if you have this buff and you die, you will come back to life, right, with some health. So you need to not have enable to be buff debuff. You need to not be dispelled. So if you make her too fast and then there's a hero that comes in and just dispels that, right? Or maybe the Bazaar is lapping you hard and then he's just like, his skill 3 is up again and takes that off. So that could definitely be a problem, right? This is if you're gonna rely on revive. But if you're just gonna straight up rely on the healing because you're not actually dying, right? So there's that constant stream of healing from her skill 2, from all sorts of counter attacks. That's very good. And the healing from this thing, which all scales based on her max health, which I really love. This is definitely the best type of healing because you don't have to worry. You don't need to have her paired with like some super high health, like some bruisers, to really increase the amount of healing that she does. No, you can have her with squishies, all sorts of healers. It's going to be all good. And there's a bunch of different, of course, artifacts that you could be using on her. I'll talk about that near the end. There's also her own artifact, which is going to be definitely very powerful. This thing is on a 4-turn cooldown. The skill number 3, that's very good. So, skill number 1, Soul Purification, right? Attacks the enemy with a noble power, granting a barrier to the ally with the lowest health for 2 turns. I love this. I love this. We got some healing. We got some barrier. We got revive. We got some constant stream of healing from counter attacks with skill 2. I love this. And it's great when you have a hero that everything is actually sustaining your team. That's so good. And it's a barrier here. So you don't need to worry too much about over healing because the barrier, that's going to be another form of another way for you to increase your survival, the survival of your heroes. This actually targets the lowest health hero on the team. The barrier lasts for 2 turns. Very cool. The barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's max health. I love this. And the soul burn effect, it is 20 souls, of course, because it's very powerful. Grants a barrier to all allies for 2 turns after attacking. The exact values, well, I'll let you guys know when we have the multipliers for that later on. But this is my initial thoughts, you know, my early thoughts about Roana. So I'm just gonna let you guys know what goes through my mind. But it's very good. First, she's Earth. She's 5-star. She's got great survival stats. All her stuff scales based on her max health. She's got sustain on skill 2, passive, that just happens all the time. Skill 3 is going to be like kind of like a Destina, like a big heal happening, right? But of course, it's not with the dispel. So if you got unhealable, that's definitely going to be something that's going to mess her up, mess up your team. So you need to take care of that, as well as unable to be buff debuff is going to counter the revive, is going to counter the barrier from skill 1. But you have a lot of flexibility with this hero. You are topped off. You know there's a big skill coming up. Maybe it's in PvP, maybe it's in PvE. You can just straight up soul burn this thing here and put a barrier on the whole team. From one hero having all these things, I really like it. I really like it. And it was about time that we have something to just straight up counter the damage from Seaside Bellona. With this passive, man, she can just be standing on your team and all this stuff will be happening automatically. Of course, you need to not have unhealable on your team. But she is Earth, right? So you got 50% chance of having Seaside Bellona miss her. So that's good. But what about the rest of your team, right? You might want to roll with more Earth heroes. So Seaside has a 50% chance of missing them. So they don't. She doesn't actually apply the unhealable. But if you're rolling with a cleanser, someone that maybe a Desert Joe Bazaar that cleanse and applies debuff immunity, that's going to be really powerful. But yeah, straight off the bat, like this hero is extremely powerful. You can set her up in your defense for sure, be it an arena, be it Guild War. You can set her in, I mean, you can bring her in offense as well for Guild Wars and arena. If there's a Seaside Bellona in there, you just bring her along, and yeah, she's definitely going to be doing great. The thing is, of course, if you're gonna be facing off like a Bazaar is showing up, I mean, in a lot of team in the top. So of course you will need to yeah, take care of him and you know, apply kill him, or you will have to of course cleanse his debuffs. Definitely gonna mess you up real good if you don't. But I mean, all types of counterattacks, Elbrus Ritual Sword counter set, and Seaside Bellona, Martial Artist Ken, all these things, man, all these things, she will be able to sustain your team. Great amount of healing out of that passive. And then you've got that skill 3 to just straight up like top your group off. And then you got that barrier that targets the lowest health ally to, you know, just be able to sustain that squishy maybe. And then proceed with the soul burn later on in the battle. So that's very good. Definitely very powerful hero. And this is the artifact that she's going to be paired with, Touch of Rico's. This thing, when it's maxed out, recovers the health of all allies by 10% after being attacked. This effect can only be activated once per turn. So there's a limit, right? It's not going to be constantly happening. But when the carrier, the Soul Weaver, holding this Touch of Rico's gets attacked, it will recover the health of all allies by 10%. So it's based on their max health. It's not going to be based on her, on the carrier's max health. So keep that in mind. Because it says here, amount recovered increases proportional to the target's max health. So now other artifacts that you could be wearing on her. Alright, so I'm on e7herder.com. This is the list of artifacts for Soul Weavers. So just going to talk about a few of them. You can definitely be using Shimaja Staff on her or another Soul Weaver. Man, this artifact will boost the amount of healing that all type of green numbers coming out of your team. So it will boost both. Like if you're running like a double Soul Weaver, right? It's gonna boost all their green numbers. If you have some continuous healing buff being applied, it will boost that. If you have any type of like life steal effect, I mean, might have like a Sigurd side on like a martial artist can. All this stuff will get boosted. So very, very powerful artifact. It also boosts effect resistance as well now. So definitely a great contender for her, especially if you're going to be running more than one Soul Weaver. So keep that in mind, guys. One just Potion Vial. I mean, every time she goes, she's going to be able to dispel. 100% chance to dispel one debuff. Definitely a great contender as well. I mean, maybe you're going to be running Celestine, which heals whenever she uses skill 1. I mean, she has a passive on skill 2, so it's going to be skill 3 and 2 skill 1, so that could be an option. Idol's Cheer, if you want to be boosting the combat uniqueness of the highest attacker on your team whenever she gets attacked. I mean, yeah, just a few options, but I'll talk more about all these things more in depth in another video. This was just like a quick video talking about her, but man, I'm really excited about this hero. I'm definitely going to be pulling for her and showcasing this hero for you guys. I don't know how many accounts I'm going to be trying to pull her on, but yeah, I'll let you guys know later. I will be covering Sinful Angelica after this video, so keep that in mind. Check that out, guys, whenever well, I don't know how long it's going to take to upload this video and get the other one ready, but I'll try to do it as fast as possible with this terrible internet connection that I have right now. But let us know what you think about this hero in the comment section, guys. Definitely very hyped about this hero. I mean, put her on my defense for sure, bring her along on offense and try things out. She's definitely going to be shaking the meta, especially with Sinful Angelica. Definitely a hero that's not going to be easy to obtain, because she's a 4-star hero and a hero that you cannot pity, right, in the Mystic Summons. So definitely not going to be a free-to-play friendly hero to obtain. But compared to, I mean, this hero, Roana, you can actually just like straight up get her, 121 club, whatever. You just get her and you have her, and that's the end. But I feel she's definitely a great contender. Finally, like a hero that is definitely worth getting, that is not limited, and you can feel good about getting this hero. And even you know, joining the 121 club, you pity this hero, even then I think you're gonna be pretty happy. But I want to see some actual numbers. Straight off the bat, it does look like she's definitely going to be very powerful, and the numbers, like the healing and all that, is going to be quite high. So yeah, I'm definitely digging all that. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon flag to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. I got playlists of all sorts, PvE and PvP content, Arena, Guild Wars, guys, tips and how-tos, and Abyss 462 plus, as well as other videos like best starter guides for my early to mid-game players. By the way, guys, join my Discord server. The link is in the description. Feel free to join, guys. It's free. And if you want to get helped or help the community, we have over 1,000 members now. You can talk about Epic 7 or even other games. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now and stay safe, guys.